constructed through complex math, begs the question how. History rewritten and remixed to cover up achievement. Why? Liberation songs that emancipated souls through salvation. When these questions go how, why, when, and who. So that's why I'm here, to create this process, breaking it down for a minute, dropping more than rhymes for a minute. I'm ready to put my foot in it. You see, George Washington carved a wet nut rages by creating more than 300 items from a peanut. Always remember, limitation breeds creativity. In 1619, the first Africans were brought to this land, sold on auction blocks, forced to stand. At the same time, we introduced the rice plant to North America, while backtrack 1,500 years later in 1909 marked the birthplace of the NAACP as Esther Rowley fought for John Amos to be the first father on television. You see, the souls of black folk warred against each other as W.E.B. Du Bois graded letters Ph.D. into history, while James Weldon Johnson lifted up every voice and sang freedom songs, and Helen bells rang out the first black Supreme Court Justice, Thurgood Marshall. It's profound. You see, Marianne Wilson became the first African-American to belt out operatic sounds of musical arrangements being played to perfection in churches backed by pastors preaching sermons of faith with God at the base. I see like Mahalia Jackson, you too can become a star in the imitation of life. You see, scientist Charles Drew made it possible for us to store blood plasma, then flew, hopped, skipped, and popped into real estate while opening the first blood banks to save real lives that were at stake. You see, history's recognition calls Carter G. Wilson Daddy. Well, at the same time, Daddy's Little Girls became a box office smash, hit down Pride Memory Lane, with enough dignity to salvage the records of men like Kurt Cobain. I'm talking about grilled storytellers, orating legends like Father God, weaving tales of tapestry into the grandeur of time. But that's why Malcolm X incentivized change by any means necessary. I'm revolutionary on James Brown, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud to be the result of King's dreams, see what I mean? But it's sad as it seems, we're still not respecting our queens. You see, I've been to the mountaintop, and I've been living in the glory because my people are rewriting history through untold stories being revealed in the night, like how Harriet Tubman left slaves to freedom at night. Our culture's so vibrant, stories of condor with no end in sight. That's why melanin-toned warriors fought in wars, Vietnam, with enough dignity to bound player Adam Prime. See, sellout men are still called Uncle Toms, and spoiled children without disrespect their mom. But that's why Sojourner told the truth. Women's suffrage has transcended to a day and age where females are only given time where they're half dressed, yet still overlooked. You see, the current situation can leave me stressed, but it's always a good that outweighs the bad. See, those are just pages of history that have already been written. See, I fight to think that I'm writing this history through this poem that I'm living. You're making this history through these lives that you're living. So like Jesse Owens, break records every time we strive to win, because the essence of this history is the heart that beats within. Welcome to Blackened History.